Good evening, everybody. That came up a bit quick, didn't it? Hope you are all well. Whether you're with me live, whether you're watching me a little bit later on either the Facebook replay or YouTube, do give me a thumbs up and do pop me a note in the comments so I know you were present with me. So don't be shy. Make sure you say hello. Now, just a couple of banners coming across the bottom. It's my website and also the Beaders group, or not the Beaders group. Actually, that is the Beaders group. That's our Beaders social group. That's right. And this one is where you can buy all the materials from. So I'll just have a little chat whilst we just wait for everybody to join. Now I've got to try and, so let's hide that and hide that. There we go. Now, tonight's tutorial is going to be doing some Lariat necklaces, a little bit different, with some shells. Mother of pearl, actually, I think they're called shell pearls. So we've got either the circular ones, which you can also use as a pendant, and also the flower one as well, that you can also use as a pendant. But I thought it was a little bit different, something quite stylish. Hello Sue, thank you for joining. So let me just talk you through what they look like. So the materials for these I've got in bundles in the Facebook group. The only thing I haven't got in the bundle is your needle and thread and your seed beads. Now, all being well, tomorrow I'll have some Mayuki seed beads to put up in the group thread. This one is peach, and that's using the flower, and you can adjust it by going through there. Good evening, Kim. Hello, Annette. Hope you are all well. So that's that one. It doesn't actually show up very well. It might show up better on the overhead. And then the other one that we've got is this one. Would you believe this is also, all materials for this are also in the group thread, but it doesn't look like it. So I think I'm going to have to do like a little video snapshot so that you can actually see it. So this one's a little bit larger, so it goes over the head and these little bits drop through it. So I've got 3 strands on this one. I've got 2 on that one. So in this particular one, we have got, what have I got in this one? Fossil and was it frosted agate? I can't remember. Hello, Jan. But anyway, I've got the little bundles in there as well. I love the way the colours pop on that. So anyway, without further ado, let's get stuck in and go on the overhead. Now, all being well, the overhead is the right way round for you. So this is my right hand here. I have to watch from a different screen because it's different on mine. Right, there we go. Let's move that across. I'm glad you like it. Let's show you a bit more of a close-up, shall we? Let's push all of these bits out of the way. So this is so I've used Mayuki seed beads. Then these are like a very deep green crystal rondelle. And then you've got 2 different types of gemstones. Oh, I am too, Jan. It was a bit of a nightmare last time, wasn't it? So that's that one. And I've attached 3 over the side of that. As you can see, you've still got the hole there. You can always fill it with a seed bead if you want to. And then we've got this one, which doesn't actually show up very well on camera. It's Peach Aventurine. And it's actually the pink glass AB, which I've actually got the long bundles in different colours. So do check out the bundles that I've got in the 6mm sort of AB coated crystal rondelles, all sorts. and that's with the small one. So what we're going to do is we're going to do one with the 2, but I think I'll do it the shorter length, which is this one. Okay, and right, so what have we got here? So I'm using Wildfire, but you can use Nymo. I've got Nymo in stock. You can use Mayuki thread. You will need a size 10 beading needle as well. Now, how much have I got? Oh, is that really enough? Bear with. Doesn't seem a lot. Oh, well, it must be. So I reckon I've probably got about 1 metre of thread there. So we will start by actually attaching it to the piece itself. So you thread your beading needle with your thread, and if we go to this one, I've actually popped both through the same hole. So I've got 4 seed beads either side. So these are like an AB coated Mayuki. Just out of interest, Jan, did you manage to get the lid off your E6000? How did that go? I always have my scissors with the bottle opener section on it because mine's exactly the same. Right, okay. So we're going to attach 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Go through it. Bring it fairly close to the end. You just maybe leave a couple of inches there, and then another 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Would help if we were on camera. And then what we're going to do is pop our needle back through the first 4 to form a circle and go back through the hole. But we'd love to know, what are you all doing right now? What projects have you got on? Now, I'm going to bring that all the way back up. Are you doing needlework? Are you doing wire work, basic beading? Okay, so once you've gone all the way back round, we're going to tie an overhand knot on that as well. I'm going to do that twice. And what I've got is I've got some 4mm bicones, and I think these are in the group thread. I've got some brecciated jasper and some Picasso jasper. So I'm going to cut that off. So Jan didn't get the lid off. She made a tiny hole at the bottom and stuffed it with blue tack. I may be able to get a bit more out. Oh dear. Oh, Jan is beading a cabochon. Are you bead embroidering, Jan? Fantastic. Right, let's make a couple of neat piles. And Sue is just about to start some bead embroidery. Lovely. There we go. And then this sort of amberish, champagne-y coloured. Kim is resting her foot and sleeping on and off. Have you hurt yourself, Kim? You say you're resting your foot. What have you done to yourself? Excuse me with wet hair, by the way. I had a spare hour, so I went for a bike ride. I'm back on my bike again now. Had enough time for a shower and dinner. So apologies, I only have time to dry my fringe. Annette is knotting a mala necklace and Jan says, no, but I've got another lined up for bead embroidery. That's what the glue is for. Oh, I see. Right, so we've got that little nugget attached on there. And if we look at this, obviously you do whatever pattern you like, but I've actually started the pattern off with one crystal. So as I rather liked that pattern, I'm going to carry on with that. So I've got one crystal. Let's just move all of these. Apologies if it's a little bit cluttered. There we go. So that's one bead. And then I've got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 seed beads. So these are size 10 Mayuki, but you can use whatever you like. You can use 10s, you can use 11s, 15s you might find a bit small for this. 2, 4, so 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'm going to do a bicone, a seed bead, a bicone, a seed bead, and then what shall I do first? Let's go for a Picasso Jasper. So to be honest, you make the pattern as you want it, but if mine helps you make a quicker pattern for yourself, then do feel free to just copy like for like. I think I'll get in a little bit closer as well. That's a really nice little combination. I like that. There we go. So Kim got run over by a Wicks trolley a week ago. It broke her toe. Now I've got pain in ankle and the top of the foot. Oh, Kim. Were you with someone you knew? Oh, that sounds awful. And I know from experience with my ankle and that foot and ankle that it takes a while to recover. It's not nice. And I didn't break my toe. Oh dear. 2, 4, 6, 8. There's nothing they can do either, is there, for a broken toe? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me know if you've got any buzzing on the recording, because I've got a little mini fan just slightly in the background there. Right, so I'm just going to have 3 bicones with a bead, seed bead in between. Carrie said you need to get it x-rayed. No buzzing. It was Sam. It was Sam. It was a random man. Oh, it was with Sam. It was a random man and Sam gave him a mouthful. I hope he realised what he'd done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then the next group I'm going to do is I'm going to do it with a brecciated jasper this time. So we're going to have the 2 bicones. But this is also a good one if you've got any sort of, maybe you've got a mixture of gemstones, but you haven't got that many to make much of a project from it, then maybe this is an ideal opportunity to get them into some kind of pattern if you've got enough. I can only just hear the fan. It's fine. Oh, good. Kim spoke to the doctor. He said nothing they would do, just rest it and tape toes, which I have. Yeah, I didn't think there was much you could do. Oh, but it takes weeks though, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It took over 4 weeks with my ankle. And then you have to build it all back up again, don't you? In terms of exercising and such. 1, 2, 3. So this is just the general pattern I like with it. I love these little gold beads because they've got like a rainbow coat on them. So we'll see how much we get done tonight, but it's generally pretty straightforward. Once we've done one, you'll get the gist of what to do, and you can add really as many as you like. And we're going to go back to the Jasper. So any of you thinking about colours, any of you thinking about design, or maybe some of you have bought some of these little flowers or this one. So you can buy them in the group thread. They're still available to buy separately. But like I say, I've got some bundles there as well. So that's where we're at the moment. Which what I like is they're not perfect. You know, the mother of pearl aren't like a perfect white. Some of them are, some of them aren't. But I actually like the way the colours in the beads make that little bit pop. Oh, Betsy's been able to join us. Hello, Betsy. Betsy's in the States. I'm guessing, I always get mixed up with time because I know this time of the year our clocks aren't always quite in the same sync, but generally you're about 5 hours behind, I think. Are you behind? I think you are. So you're about 1:15 in the afternoon. Lovely to have you join. Kim needs to do dark browns. Kim, is that to go with an outfit, or is it for a gift? Hello, Jay. Lovely to have you join too. Right, so that's where we're at so far. We're using our normal sort of thread. Well, I say normal thread, Nymo thread, Wildfire, Mayuki. What? Yeah, Wildfire's the one I'm using. Oh, so it is. I was right. 5 hours. I thought so. Some years ago, Betsy, I'm just trying to think how many years ago it was now. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I put too many on there. I had some coaching with a lady called Subi Zimmerman, and she really brought me on with my Facebook Lives, and she actually lives in Cape Cod. So I always had to adjust the times for when we had our sort of meetups. And her challenge to me was doing 3 Facebook Lives at the time. And I always remember going back feeling like an absolute rabbit in headlights. But it obviously, it paid off because it did give me the confidence to actually go on camera as well and work at Create and Craft and then at Jewellery Maker. So it really does pay off, even if you're really, really uncomfortable with something and get really nervous. It's worth persevering. It's not always that easy. As I know, I'm trained to, well, I say I'm trained. I've got all my grades with my piano and my flute. But somehow along the line, I managed to get stage fright with playing the piano. So I know how it feels. However, I have applied the same with that. And at long last, it's only since my dad has gone, really. My dad's died. It's because my dad used to do a lot of it. So I've carried on a lot of the groups and things that he had. So I've had to be put outside of my comfort zone. And so I actually play in public now, which I hadn't done for absolutely years. Kim is enjoying wearing her neutral clothes, but no necklace in those colours. Oh, right, okay, so you've got no necklaces in those colours. Yeah. And I bet they really suit you, those sort of neutral, natural colours, Kim. Oh, Cape Cod is a few miles away. Ah, well, she's called the Instagram expert, Sue B. Zimmerman, and yeah, she was an amazing coach. I think she does an awful lot of public speaking, but she's certainly on Instagram a lot. In fact, her thing is teaching Instagram, but Instagram, I've never been able to crack Instagram. I don't really, I don't really enjoy it quite like I do with Facebook. I love the interaction on Facebook. So Kim said she'd love to go to Cape Cod, wouldn't it? It looks absolutely stunning. It really does. Um, oh, we have Nutella. Hello. Maybe you could introduce us. Let me know. Let us all know. Introduce yourself. It might be somebody we know already, but with a different name on their YouTube link. She says, I love this work. That is great. Oh, thank you. No, it soon comes together. Look, it's a lovely, lovely combination. Now, the bundles that I'm selling are so inexpensive. They really, really are. You know, there's no, I think you can get 5 strand bundles, 4 or 5 strand bundles for £5, which makes them what, £1.25 each? Where you, wow, it's an absolute bargain. So do check that out in the Facebook group for 8. So Kim, have you got any sort of designs in mind, or anybody else got any designs in mind? How would you do yours? Would you block more colours? Would you have different shape beads, different size beads? What is coming to your mind? Do you know what I'm just thinking as well? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm just wondering as well whether or not sure how that would work. I'm just thinking whether you could do a bead embroidery piece, but you'd obviously have to have the centre cut out, wouldn't you, for it to work? Don't know. Must be a way that you can do it. Right, so 1, 2. And at least by cutting up these strands as well, you can see how much you'll get left from a strand. Right, let's just add some more of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So obviously the idea is that this element crosses over, you know, the middle, in the middle front. 1. And what preference do you have as well? Do you prefer the little flower or this one, or do you think there's for yourself a time and a place for each of them? For me, time and a place for both of them. I'd wear both. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You don't, the other thing is you don't have to have a rigid pattern. You know, you can do random if you want to. That's not a problem. Just make it your own. But if you can use some seed beads that complement what you're making, make the colours pop, and just make something pop out of the flower. I mean, this, you've got completely plain one side and then a little bit different the other side. Kim, right, let's put some of these up so that if you're on YouTube, you can see the comment. So Kim says she will try the bead embroidery piece as I had a finished piece I didn't like and ripped the cab out so I could cut a hole in the centre. Kim, that's an amazing idea, and maybe you could even brick stitch, the inside as well. That's just food for thought. Somebody's put an angry face. I'm hoping that I'm hoping that's a mistake on the normal like button. Hello, Nikki. Nikki needs to do a rainbow one to go with the clothes I have this summer. Well, that's fabulous as well, isn't it? And it will go with everything, won't it? Hello, Carol. Don't worry. Lovely to have you join. Sue would wear both, and Jan likes the big round one. But it's very beachy as well, isn't it? Right. Not sure how much more I've got left to do. I'm just going to do a little check. Oops. Oh, sorry you can't see what I'm doing. I'm just comparing lengths. So not too much left to do now. Right, there we go. And how many of you managed to bead out in the garden in the nice weather? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's your weather like at the moment in the US, Betsy? I'm presuming it's probably quite hot there at the moment. Right, so what have we got next? Right, I need... What did I do with those? I know I haven't used them all. There they are. Oops. Oh, hi, Carol. Sorry you couldn't find me on Facebook. It is actually in the Facebook page now, not the group. But glad you found me on YouTube. Betsy says it's very hot and humid lately. Surprisingly, we've got that too. It's not particularly sunny here today, but it's really, really humid. But we have to embrace it in the UK, don't we? Because we don't ever know how long we're going to be getting the nice weather for. But we just get extremities, don't we? We're not used to it. And then it's too hot. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, because we don't have any aircon. So Carrie's done loads of bead embroidery in the garden. Jan says same in the UK, really humid today. Had a bit of rain here, says Kim. We did as well. When I was on the way back from my bike ride, it was a bit rainy. Now what I've done at the end is I've actually added a little bit more at the end to give it a little bit more weight, because what you don't want is for it to sort of curl up. You want it to drape nicely. Now just a bit of a tip as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That wasn't the tip. The tip was, as I've been using a lot of different types of thread, if you want a very soft drape with anything, then Nymo or Mayuki or KO give you a better drape. If you perhaps making a rope, you want something a bit more solid. Your Wildfire and your, what's the other one? Can't think, but it's very similar to the Wildfire. It's quite stiff and strong. So, that might help with what you want to buy. I quite like, well, I use a variety of ones for different projects. Right, I think I'm just going to add the drape on the end now. Kim says never too hot. Nikki said the link didn't work for Facebook for me, so went searching. Oh, I am sorry about that. Apologies. Kim says when I'm at Carrie's, I never get beading done as my little friend Daisy sits on my lap. Oh, that's adorable. Your furry friend. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have to laugh. My mum, as you probably all know, my mum has got the most beautiful, fluffy Siamese cat who absolutely adores my mum. She follows my mum everywhere. But whenever I'm on Jewellery Maker, she sits and she watches the telly. It really does amuse me. So what should we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Just make sure you leave enough thread at the end to just tie it back up. So we're going to double back. So Carrie says no beading this weekend. I take it that Kim has a little furry edition this weekend then. And I'm going to finish off with a bicone and a bead on the bottom. Now to finish off, I am going to miss the bicone and go up the next one. Let's go up the next couple actually. And then I'm going to pull it tight. But what I'm just going to make sure I do is just make sure that there's no gaps. And then we're going to tie a knot in 2 to 3 different places. So it's 1, go up a few more beads, 2, maybe leave a little bit more thread than I've got. Oh, I've doubled up there, got 2 seed beads. It's too late now. 3, and then just push your needle with thread up through a few more. So Kim has got little Daisy and will be chilled out cuddling and rich tea biscuits in bed. And Carrie's got a wedding. So Daisy's with Auntie Kim. Oh, nice. Right, now I'm going to use my thread zapper if it works. Just take that off, or you can use your scissors. So that's the first one done. Now what I'm just going to do is tie off this tail as well if I can manage to. I can manage to get it threaded. So it's just a bit fluffy at the end. Right, so we'll do the same again. I think we should get the necklace finished actually. Right, I'm hoping the other one will be... This is the other thing about wildfire, is it can be a little bit more tricky to thread. There we go. So obviously we'd already got a knot there. Anybody else got their kids breaking up tomorrow? My son finishes at 1 o'clock tomorrow, I think. Right, so there we go, that's the first one. So what we would do with that one is we'd push that through there. I mean, you could just have one if you want to, but anyway, we're going to do another one. So I just need to cut enough thread to go all the way down and back a little bit. So I'm just going to measure that up. Oops. And I think I'm going to need another batch of bicones for this. I'm just going to grab a bicone. Right, where are they? There they are. Kim never uses file line, as I never know what size is best. I think 0.6, Kim. 0.4 I found was too fine. 0.8 was a bit too... 0.08 and 0.06. 0.06 is the one I use. Pretty, says Jan. Thank you. Sandra, hello. Thank you for joining. Right, so we're going to start on the next one, and we're going to thread on another 4 beads, seed beads. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go through the same hole, but not through the same seed bead. Right, I'm just going off camera so that I can see what I'm doing. The hole must be slightly smaller with this one. There we go. And then I'm going to add another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go back round. Back through the hole. Right, I want to go the other side. And back up through those 4 beads. Right, I managed to do that. Managed to cross that all over and make it look far more complicated than it needs to be. There we go. That's much better. And then we go up through those 4 beads we've just added. Tie a knot to join both ends together. So Carrie's granddaughter finishes school tomorrow, and we're on babysitting duties on Wednesday. Oh, on a Wednesday. Oh, you're going to be busy. Kim says, my grandson is cooking nicely and is going to be long and quite big like his daddy. Oh, congrats, Kim. That's so lovely. When is their due date, Kim? Sue says her 2 grandchildren finish tomorrow and 3 don't finish till Tuesday. Oh, I bet they're not happy about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now there's the odd seed bead or two that is probably varied, but just try and get it to match the other side. Now, oh, 1, 2. Now, I will be putting in an order shortly for the auction. Please let me know if there's something you didn't get in the last auction that you particularly wanted, because I can see whether or not, I can see whether or not I can get any more. Quite often I do buy them on discounted price, so I can't always guarantee I can get them at the same price, but I can certainly try. But I'm hoping you liked what you bought, and hoping you got what you bought as well already. Kim says not till the 1st of December, but Moo sent videos of him kicking and her belly is large. Oh, that's so sweet. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Oh, grandchildren are just so fab. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I might do one less on this side because one seems slightly higher than the other. Oh, you'd like one of the Labradorite elephants, would you? Okay. I'll see if I can get any more. Oh, that was so beautiful. I know they've gone up in price since. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But I will see what I can do. I'm glad you like those. Sue loved all of hers. Hello, Maxine. Kim would love a fox. I can get you. I'm not sure again if those are in stock, but 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. That's 9. I'll have a look tonight. I love those. The thing is, I'm never too worried, if I'm honest, if I don't sell them, because I really love them. But I'm glad you do too, and I've spotted a few more different things as well. Nikki needs some pink and purple seed beads. I think I've got some more to put up in the group thread, hopefully tomorrow. Some Mayuki 11s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where's 8? Carrie, I love mine too. Would you be able to get bigger cabochons? And I would love a fox too. Okie dokie. Right, bigger cabochons. So, how big are you talking? If you saw, I can't get the ones that our lovely Linda shared, because those were the ones from jewellery maker, but is that the sort of size that you're looking at? A unicorn, right. So unicorn, are they cabochons you are looking for, Nikki? A unicorn cabochon? I'm sure I can find some. And or was it a gemstone unicorn? Jan says the fox is just darling. I love it. Do you know what, Jan? I'm so pleased you love it. I think the fox has got to be one of my favourites too. But I didn't get to keep one. They all sold out. So I'd actually quite like to add some of those on for myself as well. Something that I did see, I'll just sound you out and sound you all out and see what you think, is because obviously it's not, I do see things on there that I think we might like, but they're not all jewellery. One of the things that I saw that I thought, you know, I really love that, was an ornament, and I think it's probably about so big, of a little dragon, but the dragon had got a really nice face on it, and they'd got it in a solid gemstone. So there was one in garnet, the garnet was my favourite because it was very black and red, and then there was an obsidian as well. But I don't know if that's the sort of thing that you would all like, because obviously it's not jewellery, but possibly leading up to Christmas, that might be something you might want to buy for people. Do let me know. Yes, please, says Carrie. And do they have an owl? They do have an owl. I've seen an owl. Is it an owl shape, or you want an owl in the cabochon? That doesn't make any sense, does it? They've got owl gemstone pendants. They're carvings. I've seen those. Chan says, oh no, you do need to get one for yourself. Yes, I will. I've also got, I had ordered it a while back. I have got one of the elephants for myself as well. I added that on. What else have I got? The other thing that I've ordered as well is I've ordered kits for the social in October. So I cheated a little bit in the sense that all of the materials are already boxed. So I've just got to make up samples from it. So we'll have to wait and see, but it's all going to be festive related. But the nice thing with it is that you will be able to make a lot from it. Nikki says, my son adores dragons, so yes, please. Brilliant. Oh, that's exciting. Jan's coming to meet us at the social in October. I can't wait to meet you all. You too, Jan. It's so nice when you get to meet, when you've been chatting over Facebook and you've never sort of, we've never seen each other. And I'm sure there will not be a quiet moment between us all. Kim loves gemstone ornaments. I used to have a large marble elephant that Sam accidentally, on purpose, took with him when he moved out. Owl pendant, please. Okay, brilliant. 2, 4, 6, 7. Oh, I've got 9 there. How are we doing? Got 10 minutes. I should get this done in 10 minutes. I need to get a shifty on, don't I? Oops. But yeah, I like to order things that are that little bit different. that you don't see every day. Now, I might obviously order some repeats on some of the things as well. Some of the carved things I can still get. But I'll be able to tell if you're fed up with it, because obviously they won't sell. But I keep meaning to actually make myself with all of these beautiful gems. And then I think, oh, I'm doing really well. I'm ahead of all my work. I've got all my jewelry maker stuff done, etc. And then I think, oh, I've got that to do, like for my example, my accounts and things like that. And I just never get down to doing it. But I'm going to have to make time, because I've got so many beautiful, beautiful gemstones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did any of you get the rubies? Excuse me, did any of you order the rubies? Do you know what? I didn't keep any rubies for myself. I'm going to have to order some of those for me too. Have any of you ever heard of angelite? That is really beautiful. It's like pale blue. So I've got that in my basket at the moment to add in. The other thing I was going to ask you all as well is, because it does take me quite a long time to photograph and to upload stuff on the Facebook group, which I'll still carry on doing because I know a lot of you like to buy that way. But I'm just thinking out loud here, is that I'm thinking of actually doing maybe 2 auctions a month. So because for me it's a little bit quicker, because I don't have to photograph it. So maybe not as many things, maybe it might be a slightly different auction, maybe different types of jewellery making stuff, I don't know. I suppose it really depends on what I've got ordered and what I've got in. But how would that work for some of you? Would some of you find that a little bit daunting, the fact that monetary wise it's too much? Or would some of you think, well, actually, as you know, there's no pressure for you to buy anyway, you just buy whatever you like? And, let me know. What do you think? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. And it would just allow me to bring you more products, and in a quicker way for me. And sorry, I'm trying to count at the same time as talking. 2, 4, 6, 7. And also it gives you something that photographs don't give you. Photographs, I could put something on Facebook and you look at it and you think, well, that doesn't look particularly nice. It doesn't maybe look that special, but actually in person, when you see it, it actually looks really stunning. So that's the other thing about actually doing it on auction, is A, you get it normally at least 30% cheaper when I'm doing the auction, and B, you get to see what it's like in the flesh a little bit more as well. So I'll have a little look at your comments in a second. How are we doing? Got 5 minutes. I'm going to get a shimmy on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I suppose it doesn't really matter if we don't finish it, does it? Because at least you've seen one side of it. 1, 2. I really do like this. I've actually got It's actually sort of a yellowy gold dress that this would go quite nicely with. 2, 4, 6, 8. So Sue actually got some of the rubies. Are you going to keep them until you find what project you're going to do with them, Sue? So Nikki said she wished she had. So does that mean you'd like me to order some more rubies? I've got to say, as with the rubies as well, the rubies have gone up in price. So what I try to do for you all is I do try and get the best price. And because I don't have really many overheads, is I can add that, share that saving on to you as well. That's probably not putting the best language, but you know what I mean. Oh, so you've heard of Angelite? It's a very pale blue, it's stunning. Jan says you can always give it a go and see how it works. Yes, and I think maybe on a different day as well. It worked really well on that Friday when we did a Friday. Kim said, could you not do a look at the stuff like you used to an update? No picture needed. If you numbered each piece and then we can all put how many we want on the group page under that number. Let me just get my head around that. Could you do a look at the stuff? So you mean like I used to do on a weekly update where I actually gave you this week's news and updates? Do you mean like that, Kim? No picture needed. If you numbered each piece and then we can all put how many we want on the group page under that number. So Sue, you saying Sue, you're up for that? Nikki says I need some rubies for my sister-in-law. They're her favourites. They're gorgeous. 1, 2. Yeah, Kim. That's quite a good shout. In what you're mentioning there is I could have it as a weekly. It's not gone in the group thread. I'm just going to go through these different amounts. This is what we've got available. Comment underneath what you'd like reserved. Is that what you mean, Kim? So just do it as and when, and then people can play it on catch up. I do like the interaction with people, though, I must say. But it's a good suggestion because there might be times when I might not have the time to do that. And it seems to work quite well if people aren't able to make it, where they actually get a list. You know, you've got a list available to you. I think I do send a list out to most of you that are online here. And I uploaded it into the group this time as well, so that if it doesn't come as an attachment, which it doesn't unfortunately for some people, you can at least see it in the group. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. As I'm nearly finished, I'm just going to carry on and do the last bit. 1, 2. I did notice actually my supplier does some sterling silver bits and pieces as well, so that might be something I would do as well. But obviously I just get in smaller quantities to begin with, because obviously they're a lot more expensive for me to buy in, especially if, you know, people decide perhaps they don't, it's not what they're looking for. But then having said that, stuff that I can use anyway, so it's no great shakes. 1, just to say, what day is it? Next Tuesday, I'm on Jewellery Maker, and it's my birthday show. And normally on a birthday show, they give you a discount. or there's some special things up their sleeve. So be sure to tune in. Whoops. Kim says, yes, like the weekly update. Then you do each thing as a number on the listings and we write on there what we want. Yeah, that's a good shout, Kim. You always seem to like the weekly update as well, where you could actually physically see what you wanted. Right. I think that's it. So we're just going to go back up. Spot on 7 o'clock, but I think I'm not going to rush it. If I rush it, I'm going to make a mistake, aren't I? But let me know whether or not you enjoyed the demo or the tutorial, whether or not you're going to give it a go. Like Kim's got some colours in mind. Kim's going to be doing some neutrals, some browns. If you've got some ideas in mind, all of everything that we've got on the samples and demo, all of it is in the group thread. I just need to tie off this last little bit here. So you can make what we've got here. Now, the only thing that I needed 2 of in this was the actual crystals. But if I show you, out of a strand, so out of 2 strands, that's what I've got left. So you could still get away with 1 strand of the bicones. You just maybe use more seed beads and more gemstones. Right. That's where you find your eyesight's not working quite as well as it should do. Right, let's just cut that off. Okay. So Kim is going to have a go at this. Love it. Brilliant. Jan has got some lovely grey glass lilac seed beads that look great for this. And Sue is going to have a go. She really likes it too. Fantastic. Now I'm just going to actually thread this through. And we're just a couple of minutes over, but nothing major. I do like this. Let's just get it all nicely lined up, shall we? And I can actually show you what it looks like. I do love these colours actually. Front facing. There we go. So rather nice, aren't they? So obviously the good thing is with this is that it will go over your head and you can adjust it to however long you want it to be in terms of, you know, how much you want draping through this little bit. And also you don't have to thread these through on that. Once you pull one through, because you've got the seed beads up here, you can easily thread that through and undo that. So there you go. That's the bit round the back. Nice and sparkly as well. So yeah, have a play. There might be other things that you can use as well, but you can also buy these separately. You can buy the bundles as well. You can also buy this one as well. So whatever you're fancying. So do be sure to share any of your makes in the Beaders group, Beaders of Beads by Vachil. Let me see if I can find, there we go, Beaders of Beads by Vachil. Our lovely Kim does an update for us every week. on the number of posts, because you get entered into a prize draw at the end of the month. And our lovely Linda, that's just joined us because she's been really busy. Sorry I missed it, was using phone to record daughter and her ex. Oh dear, I hope everything's okay. So she welcomes us every day, don't you, Linda? You do a lovely welcome post. Nikki's got to wait for a new beading glasses. Sue is going to have a go. Jan says fab. Maxine, beautiful. Carrie, really pretty. I love this. Sue, that's great. Beautiful. Thank you, says Annette. Well, I'm sorry for keeping you over, folks. Thank you so much for joining. And I will see you very soon. Have a lovely weekend.